sheaves of grain. O purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Some days I read the news and I want to puke. Some days I watch the news on nightly TV and I want to barf. And then I walk down the street and I see someone do a kindness to another person. Maybe it's just wave a car through an intersection, or someone driving a car stop to let someone jaywalk across the street. And I think, which is the true America? The one I see in the news, the one I see on TV? Or ordinary people going about ordinary lives, doing difficult things in difficult times? Well, I think you know the answer to that. What comes on TV and the news and what comes on most of the internet with the blogs and the rest of it, it's about 99.99% horseshit. There is a real America, and it's buried under everybody's opinions about what's wrong. And it isn't just about switching from what's wrong to what's right. And this is really what the Second American Revolution is about. It's about finding the true story and telling this true story. And that's what these blogs are going to be about. These blogs are going to be me ranting about this and that and the other thing, obviously, but also I'm going to try and find what the true story of America is and tell that true story, because it's not out there. You get close in The Daily Show, you know, on comedy TV, and sometimes you get close when George Carlin, bless his soul, he's gone to us now, but when he would talk about the owners, you know, the people who think they own this country and who, heaven help them, can't seem to get over being just childishly needing to be in charge of everything and have more money than God. I mean, you know, that's a funny statement. I don't think God has any money at all. What does He need money for? But there are people who just never get enough. Enough fame, enough money, enough power, whatever. Well, they're just children, you know. They're moral children. They have to grow up yet, and we should feel sorry for them. Meanwhile, let me say a couple of nice things about America. America is young. And the rest of the world ought to understand that, because the reality is we're the child of the rest of the world. If you learn to think synthetically or holistically about history, you realize that America is a place where bits and pieces of everywhere else come to make something that never was before. In my writing, I call us the people of peoples. There's never been this before. Always before there were the French and the Chinese and the Arabs and the Muslims and the Aryans. I don't care what name it is, but there's this and that, you know. This race, this people, that race, that language, that culture, everything different. But America isn't any of those things. America is becoming something that never was before. And crown thy good with brotherhood. That's what goes on in this country. It's a horrible, nasty, rough experiment done by the genius of history, which is way smarter than any politician ever is, or was, or will be, that smashes a whole bunch of pieces of all of the rest of the world together kind of lumps them all in a clump and says, what happens if I take some French people and some Indians and some this and some Asians and some of that and some black people and shove them all together and cook them? Well, you get what you see when you walk down the street of any American city and watch people, in spite of all the crap they live under, trying to be kind to each other. Now that's America the Beautiful. And as far as the Second American Revolution goes, well, it's really very simple. It's over. And we won. Think about it. The Second American Revolution is about ideas. It doesn't have to be about power or property or, rights to things that people want to own on the internet. It doesn't have to be about screwing other people over. It's really about what idea you have. And the fact is in their hearts, most Americans have an idea that this is a good place to live and that we can be good people and we can get along with each other. Now the noisy ones, the wheels that squeak, they get all the news. Everybody goes, ah! But the fact is, you walk down the street of an ordinary American city, and even in places that seem just awful, under the bridges and the lost places where 150 homeless hang out, where people still get raped and beat and fight over a can of beans. Most of the time it's peaceful and people are being kind to each other. That's America. The Second American Revolution is over. The bankers are falling apart. Even the government doesn't work anymore, and it's beginning to be obvious to everybody that it's not good government or good bankers or good Republicans or good Democrats or whatever the hell you want to say that we need. We just need one thing. We need each other. And we need to be good company for each other. Have a cup of tea and sit down and tell our stories. I'll do a little bit of that here, But anytime you can sit quietly with another person and just ask them about their life and their story, my goodness, it's better than a whole library full of books to hear a person tell their story. So, that's this first blog. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.